Good evening. I'm here to present the third award of tonight. As you all know, one of the tenets of the McCain Institute is character-driven leadership. And there's an example that I believe was set by my father in a lesson that he liked to teach. That you should never hold somebody to a standard that you would not hold yourself. Tonight's awardee, Vladimir Kara-Murza, is character personified. He's a man willing to live and embody the values which he seeks to enact. A man who could easily have been a dissident in exile, but instead chose, despite the clear and grave danger of doing so, to fight in person in the arena for a cause greater than his self-interest. He fought for democracy, for freedom and his fellow man, and for the development of civil society in Russia. A man so close to my family, who was thought of so highly by my father that he asked Vladimir to be a pallbearer at his funeral alongside now President Biden. Sadly, due to the ferocity and the tenacity with which he has fought for his convictions and the power of his ideals, he will not be joining us this evening, which, in my mind, amplifies the power and the message sent by, with, and through this award. So, to accept it, I would like to invite his wife to the stage, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador, to me, Jack. Thank you, everyone, for this high distinction. It shows that Vladimir's work does not go unnoticed. It means that his voice is heard. I'm standing here today at the forum that Vladimir is so excited about every year, and I'm thinking of the deep respect and admiration he has always had and always will for Senator McCain, for his unbelievable integrity, for his unwavering and unequivocal support for all those fighting for freedom, peace, justice, and truth. And I'm also thinking about something Senator McCain said about courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to act despite our fears. That rings so true today when I think about Vladimir going back to Russia after his first poisoning, and then again after his second one, and then again after the war broke out. I'm also thinking of courage when I think of all those Russians, over 15,000 of them, who have been detained since the beginning of the war for going out in the streets to protest against it. They were armed only with truth and human dignity. And they knew very well that they would be detained, arrested, thrown in jail, probably tortured and beaten up. Since I'm here speaking today on my husband's behalf, I would like to read an excerpt from the speech that he made at the Moscow City Court on April 22nd of this year. The translation is mine, and I hope he approves. George Orwell, who comes to mind more often than I'd wish these days, wrote that freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. If that is granted, all else follows. Today in Russia, you're not allowed to say that 2 + 2 make 4. You're not allowed to call a war a war. You're not allowed to call prisoners of conscience prisoners of conscience. You're not allowed to call a usurper a usurper. Everything has its officially approved euphemism: special operation, extremists, democratically elected president. Those who do not abide by these rules, those who persist in calling a spade, those who continue to speak their minds, are labeled as troublemakers and criminals and find themselves under arrest, as I do today, standing before you in handcuffs, as those people I've met over the last 10 days in the detention center where I've been kept, as probably hundreds of people all across Russia. In today's Russia, telling the truth is above the law. Such are the times, such is the era, such is the government. But there will be different times, a different era, a different government, because nothing lasts forever. And also because, no matter what they write in their reports, decrees and resolutions, a spade is still a spade. A war is still a war. Freedom is freedom. And 2 + 2 invariably make 4. And nothing in this world will make me feel differently. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.